The Prophet, Timeless Lessons for Modern Life. The Prophet, Ancient Wisdom for Modern Living. Have you ever felt that modern self-help books just don't quite reach the depths of your soul? What if I told you that nearly 100 years ago, a Lebanese-American poet wrote a book so profound that it's been translated into over 100 languages and has never gone out of print? Today, we're diving into The Prophet by Kahlil Gibran, a masterpiece that continues to transform lives nearly a century after its publication. Hey there, wisdom seekers! Today, we're going to explore why this remarkable book has sold over 100 million copies and continues to inspire people from all walks of life, from artists to entrepreneurs, from spiritual seekers to practical philosophers. Now, imagine a wise prophet named Al-Mustafa, who spent 12 years in a city called Orphalese. As he prepares to leave, the citizens gather around him, asking him to share his wisdom on life's most fundamental questions. What follows is pure magic. 26 poetic essays that touch on everything from love and marriage to work and freedom. Let's explore 3 of the most transformative teachings from this timeless work, with real-world applications that you can start using today. First, let's talk about Gibran's perspective on love. He writes, "Love possesses not, nor would it be possessed." Think about that for a moment. In our age of Instagram relationships and dating apps, Gibran reminds us that true love isn't about ownership or control. It's about giving space for growth. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine your partner has just received an amazing job opportunity in another city. Instead of immediately thinking about how this affects you or trying to influence their decision, Gibran's wisdom would have us ask, how can I support their growth while maintaining our connection? This might mean having open discussions about fears and hopes, creating a schedule for quality time together, whether in person or virtual, using the distance as an opportunity for individual growth, celebrating their successes as if they were your own. When he says, "Let there be spaces in your togetherness," he's not just writing poetry. He's giving us a practical framework for maintaining healthy relationships in our busy, modern lives. The second profound teaching concerns work. Now, this isn't your typical hustle culture advice. Gibran tells us, work is love made visible. Let me show you how this transforms everyday tasks. Imagine you're a teacher grading papers late at night. Instead of seeing it as a burden, you recognize each paper as an opportunity to help shape a young mind. Or perhaps you're a customer service representative dealing with frustrated clients. By viewing each interaction as love made visible, you might listen more deeply to the person behind the complaint. Find creative solutions you might have missed before. Transform routine interactions into meaningful connections. Feel more fulfilled at the end of each day. I recently spoke with a barista who applied this principle to her work. Instead of just making coffee, she saw each cup as an opportunity to create a moment of joy in someone's day. Her tips increased, her job satisfaction soared, and she even started mentoring new employees in this approach. The third teaching, and this one's my favorite, is about joy and sorrow. Gibran writes, "The deeper that sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain." Let me share how this plays out in real life. Consider Sarah, one of my students, who lost her small business during the pandemic. Instead of trying to push away the pain, she used Gibran's wisdom to journal about her experience, transforming pain into insight. Start a support group for other business owners. Discover new opportunities she wouldn't have seen otherwise. Eventually launch an even more successful venture. enriched by the lessons of loss. This isn't just philosophical poetry. It's a practical guide for resilience. When facing setbacks, try this exercise. Write down how your current challenge might be creating space for future growth. What new skills are you developing? What perspectives are you gaining? But here's what makes The Prophet truly special. These teachings work together in everyday situations. Let me give you one final example. Meet James, a software developer who was struggling with burnout. By applying Gibran's wisdom, he redefined his relationship with work. Work is love made visible. Created healthy boundaries with his team. Let there be spaces in your togetherness. Used his stress as a signal to make positive changes, joy and sorrow. The result? He not only became more productive, but also started mentoring junior developers, finding deeper meaning in his work. The beauty of The Prophet is that it meets you where you are. Whether you're a spiritual seeker, a practical-minded professional, or someone just trying to make sense of life, this book has something profound to offer you. Each reading reveals new layers of meaning, new insights that seem to speak directly to your current situation. Before we wrap up, let me share a personal story. Years ago, during a particularly challenging time in my life, I randomly opened The Prophet to the chapter on pain. The words I read that day: "Your pain is the breaking of the shell that encloses your understanding," completely transformed my perspective on suffering. It wasn't just beautiful poetry. It was practical wisdom that helped me navigate through difficulty. If you're feeling called to explore deeper wisdom than what most modern self-help books offer, I highly recommend spending time with The Prophet. It's not a book to be rushed through. It's a companion for life's journey, offering new insights each time you return to it. If you found value in this exploration of timeless wisdom, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Share in the comments below which of these practical applications resonated most with you, or if you have your own story of how The Prophet has impacted your life. And remember, as Gibran himself would say, you are far greater than you know, and all is well. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more wisdom. Hit the notification bell to stay updated. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Join our community of wisdom seekers.